I'm going to show you how to create an engagement ring in Pencil. If you haven't used Pencil before or you don't have an account, there's a link below in the comments for you to sign up. You can sign up and create an account in about a minute and then be ready to start designing. When you first sign in, this is what you'll see. To create an engagement ring, we'll go to Design to get started. We'll select a base design here. So base designs are your different shapes and different like basic silhouettes. We're going to grab the channel pave prong with the center stone. So that will be an engagement ring that will have pave stones around the outside and a gap in the middle for you to place the center stone. So now that that's loaded, you can move this around by holding your mouse down. You can scroll in and out by using your mouse scroller on your trackpad. Let's go down and change the size of the stone. So you've got all these options here on the left to be able to change this. Let's change the size of this stone. I'm changing it from 2 millimeters to 1 millimeter. That'll take just a second and that will reload the new version of it. I'm going to adjust all of the stones around the outside too. So that's what this coverage slider does. That takes you up. I've gone to 360 degrees. It's still going to keep the gap in there though. And that gap, that's actually perfect for what I want to do, but if you wanted to adjust that, you could adjust the center space. You can also change your ring sizes, you can change the width of the band and the band height as well. You could even change the shape of the stones here if you wanted to play around with something really interesting and unique. To put our center stone in place, we go over to the Stones tab. I'm going to do this with a pair. In terms of the size, you can either put in a custom size, so if you know the size of the diamond you're working with, you can put a custom size in. I'm just going to use a standard size. Let's go with a 7 by 5 millimeter. And then you select your setting type. So solitaire is probably the main one you'll use for engagement rings. So I'm selecting solitaire. I'm going to do a 3-prong setting, and you can change all of this once you've placed it. And no halo today. And we'll grab a diamond. That's going to come up on your screen, so that'll load and it will be sitting on your cursor. So you can move it around to place it. What I recommend doing first of all though is use this cube in the top left hand corner. So anytime you press on the side, that's going to rotate your camera. It just makes it so easy to actually get the perfect view to put something down. And then you drag and drop and you'll be able to change this after you've placed it. So don't worry if you need to rotate it or anything like that. Double click and that'll place it. And then let's go and take a look at it from the front. So you can also change this too, right? So once you've placed it, you can click on it. And when you click on it, you can do things like rotating it if you need to, like if maybe the rotation wasn't perfect. If you want to move it up and down, I just clicked that red X, by the way, and that undid what I was doing. If you want to move it up and down, so maybe we'll move it down a little bit like that. In addition, if you wanted to change it too, maybe you've put a pair on there, but you don't like the pair. Maybe you want to go and see what a radiant would look like. You can do that. And so again, it'll go through that process. Maybe you want to see what a marquise will look like. Maybe a heart. And so on. So we could just sit here and cycle through these all day. I'm going to go back to pair. And I'm going to change that back to 3-prong. And I'll click that green check mark. That's going to lock in that change. Okay, next step is to actually do something with this. So if you're a jeweler, you're looking to manufacture it, what you want to do is download that file. So we'll go here, finalizing the model. What that does is that creates a production ready STL. So if you're familiar with printing and casting, that STL file is what you need. So you can go to download and do that. In addition to that, there's a couple of other things that you can do. If you don't have somebody to make your design right now, you can click on this Make It option up the top. That's going to allow you to connect to a whole bunch of jewelers and factories that are on our platform, and then they can help you make your design. And finally, if you want to do something really cool, you can use our Generate tool. And our Generate tool is going to create a high quality e-commerce photo of your design. It's also going to give you the option of creating your design on a model, and you can even do a custom scene. You know, you could do it. I created one the other day where I did it in like this really cool looking jewelry box. I created one where I did it on a beach as well. So type in the scene and it'll place the jewelry in there. And that's how you design an engagement ring in a couple of minutes in Pencil.